welcome to the 6th edition of the Talking Tuesdays Commentary. I'm DekingRenegade.
I'm Stephen Ellis, and I think that may actually be White Boy Summer Street. Congratulations.
I watched a lot of him back in the day, and today's commentary is going to be more of like a question and answer commentary, and the question on hand for us to discuss today is going to be, are video games considered a sport?
Now, let me explain what a sport is in definition.
Real definition, folks.
An activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competes against each other for entertainment. Now, look at the physical exertion. Now, first off, if anybody, well, I know you're not going to say this, but if anyone in the comments are going to say like NASCAR racing isn't a sport, then get out of the 1940s because that's a completely like new, different thing now. So, anyways,
it is a sport. Like, there's a pit crew there for your team, but anyways,
it's not going to be worth bothering wasting my time talking to those people. Anyways,
so the main reason that we decided to talk about this was because of the news about Call of Duty and the X Games, which was that Call of Duty is going to be an official event in the X Games. Is that correct?
Yeah, and do you know why that kind of is stupid? I know some people say video games, it's a sport because, first off, it's not, because it requires just as much skill and mental focus. Do you think Sidney Crosby has as much skill as X-Jaws? Is that how we're comparing it right now?
Well, truthfully, X-Jaws isn't fat. Let's just get it out of the way that gamers aren't fat.
Some are. There are a lot, actually. What about that other dude, Wings of Redemption?
Okay, how about not all gamers are fat?
You go.
Maybe that'll help me because some of them actually work out. But anyways, away from that, yeah, of course you could say Sidney Crosby's more talented than X-Jaws, but to me it seems like a little bit of a tough comparison just considering the fact that Sidney Crosby's an all-star in the NHL and X-Jaws is or was an all-star in Call of Duty. I think X-Jaws is a bad reference. Let's just say T. Martin because he's actually still around and people actually still give a shit about him.
People still care about Call of Duty gameplay?
Just not as much. I think Ghost was kind of the killer. Like, truthfully,
no, I
think
it was dead after Modern Warfare 3.
But like, there's something about Ghosts that to me like really just got it like done. But anyways, back to the main topic on hand. That physical exertion is pretty much the only two words, in my opinion, in the definition of sport that considerably doesn't necessarily match the video game experience. Just considering the fact that in like hockey, you're using a lot more of your body and your muscles than you are whether it's playing a game of like NHL 14 or whether you're just moving a chess piece. So there's definitely a difference there for physical exertion, but everything else, like the teamwork, that is all definitely in video games for sure.
What do you think is harder, doing a puck on the string deke in NHL 14, or doing a Robbie Schremp move in real life?
I've tried both. Robbie Schremp, absolutely,
it's not even like on the same scale.
Oh my god!
Sorry.
There's the Zetterberg puck on a string. I'm just kidding. That's definitely a tough.
Yeah, because
in the real life,
the Zetterberg puck on a string, because the puck on a string is definitely possible in real life. So Zetterberg had to have done it.
Well, you could put you could put the string on a puck and then string it up to your stick. Maybe that'll work. Get a Zetterberg glitch deke there.
Here's an argument I'm reading right now. I say it should be a sport because. Do you not play sports? Do you not work out your fingers? Do you not work out your wrist? What? What? Okay, so that's just stupid. Like, it's almost like calling dancing a sport now.
Oh, that was definitely that was kind of a chirp because that's kind of an Olympic event.
Well, sort of
gymnastics.
Yeah, that's not. But I'm not talking about gymnastics.
That is
because
way
gymnastics
off.
Is different.
We are way off topic. Back to the whole gaming thing. It's tough to necessarily consider it a sport.
Well, actually, no. I'm a Mario Kart athlete.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Just going to simply point this out. Working on a Mario Kart, like, what's it called? Live stream. Because it's so fun to play with Stephen Ellis, considering the fact that he's so good at the game. He's very funny. He's got a brother who's just the same.
We have a couple of morons who also like to make weird reactions when they come in last. And how about this DekingRenegade guy who seems to be in third all the time and then gets wrecked?
I swear, watch the live stream, I'm gonna rage. Literally every time, third place, like last corner, and there's like a blue shell or a red shell or something that just has to hit me. It definitely upsets me. Ugh. But anyways.
Oh, how about this? There's another argument. Esports is a growing industry, and the epitome is, or whatever the word is League of Legends. So
that's a huge one.
But
PC gaming.
do you want to know why this guy's saying League of Legends is a sport? Because they had over 8 million people watch a live stream of it.
Which is absolutely insane.
I
don't care about that.
So does that mean the games that I've watched between Mongolia and Hong Kong is not a sport because they only have 100 people watching it?
See?
That argument's stupid too.
That is definitely a good argument. But the other thing is, for a video game, if you can't consider it a sport, I guess you could consider it a kind of game, but most kinds of games are just considered like in the sport category. But if you can't consider video games a sport, it would be tough to consider it, well, anything. If you could think of something to consider it other than a sport, that'd be nice.
Okay,
actually.
so because I'm guessing sleeping is a sport because it takes mental focus to sleep.
Is there a team effort in sleeping?
Nobody could be individual. How about McDonald's? Working at McDonald's. That is a sport because you're always moving.
Actually, that could...
By definition, that is a sport.
As weird as this sounds, that actually could be a sport because there's definitely lots of physical maneuvering and there is a lot of teamwork. You do not understand. Like, McDonald's actually teaches you, like, almost as much as teamwork as playing hockey. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, like, that's...
It actually can.
Like the reasons that people say that video games should be a sport, like, you could literally just say working at McDonald's is the same thing. You could say eating food is a sport. You could say drinking water is a sport. You could say going to the bathroom is a sport at this point.
Okay.
Now, like, seriously, like, the reasoning that people say this is a sport, it's like, I'm going to throw this Lego leg in the air. That is now an official Olympic sport. I dropped it, so I'm actually a failure at that sport.
So Steven's not going to the Olympics for professional Lego tossing in the air sport, but...
Hey, look, I'm going to look at my hockey cards here. Thomas Fleischman,
Hockey
Eric
cards?
Johnson. I'm moving these cards, and it's taking me mental focus to read the names.
Oh my god! All right,
This is a sport.
I think we've gone way too far with this personally. Oh my.
Of course, I'm just mocking it at this point.
Oh my gosh! But there's definitely no doubt that playing video games is still like absolutely fun, and people that actually do play what are officially considered sports now definitely do play video games anyways.
Oh, like, okay.
And that's necessarily the thing. People that play like real hockey will still play like video games and be good at it anyways.
Do you see what Do you see what I have right here?
Yes.
Now nobody else actually does, but
It's a steering wheel.
it's a steering wheel. What do I have down there?
You've got a manual race car setup. I see a...
Those are pedals, but that's the easy way of saying it. Pedals, you know what kind of stuff.
Whatever.
Yeah, I see where you're trying to go. Anyways, there are simulators that literally act as if you're in a real car. There's this the game Dirt 3. You can get a simulator for that where every time you hit the wall, hit the dirt, hit another car, it like reacts all over the place. iRacing too. You could do that. That is as close as you could probably get to a sport in video games. And there's even like endurance races. I know there was one race that was 24 hours long, a video game racing thing. That I wouldn't consider a sport still, but that's about as close as you can maybe get to a sport when it comes to video games. A simulator. When you're playing Wii tennis, I don't think that's a sport because that's not much of a simulator. Now, I'm not saying like simulators. I'm also not saying goat simulators. Goat simulator, that's a sport, you know.
Like, I think this is definitely a good piece of proof that sports are a lot different than video games. On the Wii bowling, I could get like a strike almost every time. In real bowling, I barely get like one strike, so that definitely separates video games from real life. Real life is a lot harder than just a simulation of what you're doing in a video game, but I would definitely love to know your opinions in the comments below with point proof comment about...
Point proof comment? Oh, good. Is this Create 12 English? Alright, everybody, guys, we need you guys to put like 25 sentences out.
Yep, 25 sentences. No, I'm just kidding. Just leave a comment personally about whether you think video games are a sport or not and why, because I would definitely love to know what your opinions are and rethink everything. But that's all we have for today. I'm DekingRenegade.
I'm Stephen Ellis. Follow me. No one cares. Follow me on Twitter at Stephen Ellis NHL.
Yep, and we'll see you next time with a video game being posted.
Are you sure?
I was thinking of making a blog.
Blah 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 blah.
Bye.